welcome to my channel, and today we journey back in time to explore the extraordinary life and legacy of Sir Isaac Newton, one of the greatest minds the world has ever known, a man born on Christmas Day in 1643 in the quiet village of Woolsthorpe, England, during a time of political turmoil and scientific uncertainty, whose ideas would go on to shape the foundations of modern science forever. Newton entered the world prematurely and frail, not expected to survive, and grew up without his father, raised in rural England where isolation and curiosity shaped his character, leading him to develop a deep fascination with nature, mechanics, mathematics, and the unseen laws governing the universe. As a young student at Trinity College, Cambridge, Newton immersed himself in the works of Galileo, Kepler, and Descartes, yet he was never content with accepting existing explanations, always pushing beyond established boundaries to ask deeper questions. In 1665, when the Great Plague forced Cambridge University to close, Newton returned to Woolsthorpe, and in what later became known as his annus mirabilis, or miracle years, he developed revolutionary ideas in mathematics, optics, and physics, including the foundations of calculus, the laws of motion, and the concept of universal gravitation, famously inspired by the fall of an apple, not as a sudden discovery, but as a spark that led to years of deep mathematical reasoning. Newton's laws of motion provided a clear framework for understanding how objects move on Earth and in the heavens, while his law of universal gravitation unified the motion of falling apples and orbiting planets under a single principle, revealing that the universe operated according to precise, mathematical laws. His groundbreaking book, Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica, published in 1687, became one of the most important scientific works in history, laying the foundation for classical mechanics and influencing scientists for more than 2 centuries. Yet Newton was not only a physicist and mathematician, he also conducted extensive experiments in optics, proving that white light is composed of a spectrum of colors, inventing the reflecting telescope, and challenging long-held beliefs about vision and light. Despite his genius, Newton was a complex and often solitary figure, deeply private, fiercely protective of his ideas, and involved in intense rivalries, most notably with Robert Hooke and later Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz over the invention of calculus. As his reputation grew, Newton moved to London, became president of the Royal Society, and later served as warden and master of the Royal Mint, reforming England's currency system and pursuing counterfeiters with relentless determination. In 1705, he was knighted by Queen Anne, becoming Sir Isaac Newton, a symbol of British intellectual power and scientific achievement. In his later years, Newton turned increasingly toward philosophy, theology, and alchemy, seeking hidden truths in scripture and nature alike, believing that understanding the universe was a way to understand the mind of God. He died peacefully in 1727 and was honored with burial in Westminster Abbey, a rare distinction that recognized not just a scientist, but a national icon whose ideas transformed humanity's understanding of reality. Newton's legacy endures in every bridge built, every spacecraft launched, every equation solved, and every scientific method followed, reminding us that through patience, observation, and fearless curiosity, the universe can be understood. Thank you for watching this complete documentary on Sir Isaac Newton. If you enjoyed this journey into the mind of one of history's greatest thinkers, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more powerful stories from science and history. And I'll see you in the next video.